Guys, stop apologizing for being proud of yourself. Sometimes people that talk to me, they'll be like, oh my God, they'll be like, I'm sorry, man. I feel like I'm just talking about myself. I'm like, hey man, listen, it's okay to believe in yourself around me, buddy. Okay? You're giving me hope. When good shit happens to people, I get hopeful. Cause that's the positive about being selfish.
Welcome to FredTalk, where if you're not learning, hopefully you're laughing.
Big kid energy. Welcome to the FredTalk podcast. I'm your host, Freddie Valoy. This is a Patreon episode. So first of all, thank you for shelling out the $5 a month. I greatly appreciate it. This is like the first big step in turning this into like a thing where I could provide for my family and all that. So thank you all so much. I really appreciate you. Also share with your friends. These mom episodes are pretty good. They're what I think most of these episodes are going to circle around are just family and relationships, which is nice because everybody needs some kind of perspective on that. And we're just doing it by just fucking talking about our shit. The first episode with my mom got a ton of good reviews. So we're going to keep it going. And then also join us for the live stream. We're going to do a private live stream. We're going to start it once a month, and it's going to be kind of like a hangout Q&A type thing. We'll cover something. I need some room on that so I can artistically think about what I want to do, but I just want to make sure it's something cool. We can create a community around that. I really, really like the live stream thing. So thank you all so much. Without any further ado, guys, in this episode, we cover more family trauma, cheating type stuff, and then also being abused by the people in your family. It's kind of like the broad scope of what we talk about. And then, there's laughs and crazy shit and wildness. So thank you to everybody. And without any further ado, let's go to the Patreon. All right. So Ma, recently, I've been waking up the past like 3 weeks or so, a couple nights a week. I'll wake up in the middle of the night for a couple hours. Normally I could sleep good too. I normally don't have problems sleeping. And recently I feel like that means something. What you think that means?
You feel like you need something?
No, I feel like it means something.
Like it means something. Are you thinking about something before you go to bed?
No, I'm actually doing better now than I probably ever have. Yeah. So it's just weird. I don't know what it is.
It'll come to you. It'll come to you.
Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, because I have no problem sleeping. And when all these people tell me they have sleep problems, I'll be like, I'm so grateful I don't, because sleep is so important.
Me neither. I don't play with I'm not this gorgeous. I sleep. I don't play with my sleep. Now I'm up early in the morning, 6 something, but I'm up at 8:30, 9 o'clock. I don't care who's in my house, who's not. I'm going to bed. I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to go lay down and read or get on, on TikTok or something, but I'm going to bed. I don't play with my sleep. I need my sleep.
That's good. I there's an argument for they say sleep's like the most important thing for your health. It keeps everything like in line. But I definitely be playing with my sleep. I'll be like, I'll stay up late, just staring at my phone or watching TV, or I'll have 4 extra drinks instead of just going home.
So I wanted to tell you how much I had a couple of people reach out to me from the first podcast we did.
Nice.
And people loved it. People loved it.
Yeah. I got a big response on my end as well. What were some of the things you heard?
Actually, I had a coworker of mine that, heard it, and she was just like lost for words. Like she said to me, I can't even text. It's too long for me to text what I want to say, but I see you in a different way. And I love the relationship you have with your kids. Like, it's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. It's fun. I think about these episodes and I feel like they're very like family and relationship based is probably what we're mostly going to cover. What was I gonna say? Family relationships. Yeah. I heard good stuff too on my end as well. So that's
And someone said to me, "You're so obsessed with your kids."
That sounds weird.
And I am obsessed with my kids. No, they're 100% correct.
Yeah, but we have boundaries. We don't.
No, we do. Yeah. We do. But I think in the sense that when I speak about my kids, I'm very passionate. I get angry. I can get angry when talking about any incident. I'll get angry. Like I want that moment to be here so I can fucking punch somebody in the face if somebody messes with my kids.
Yeah. You on that. Fight or flight.
I'm just very. I go from 0 to 1,000 in a second. I don't know how to go in between, but I am passionate because you're my kids. Like, yes, fuck up anybody for my kids. I don't care. I'll put anybody in the place for my kids if it's within reason, not just because.
No,
if you're wrong. You're wrong. Listen, if my kids are wrong, you're wrong, and I'm gonna be the first one to tell you. But if it's something that is no, you're not fucking with my kids. You're not coming for them. No.
I thought that was hilarious. The thing you said on the last episode with that couple that was selling the submarine plans.
Yes.
They got caught by the FBI, and you were like, if it's for the kids, you'd be like, what kind of secrets y'all niggas want? What y'all want to know? I'll tell you anything.
Did you post that interview?
No, it's gonna go up on the Patreon when I post that.
Yeah, but it's true. It's true. How about we ask? Sorry, those are my dogs.
It's okay.
I don't know how to act when Amazon is knocking in the hood.
Yeah, we're human beings. We got, there's life. It's okay. You good?
So my thing is, if they're doing it, listen, if you do crazy shit when you're doing things for your kids.
I'm excited for that, for whatever shift happens when you have a kid. It seems to be something very real that you literally can't understand it unless you have a kid. So I'm excited for that. And that feeling too.
But it's true. You actually, you live for those kids. Like, oh no. It's the same thing. I was thinking about this while I was cooking today. If you're going to do something, I've always told you guys, if you're going to do something, don't do it halfway, just do it. But do it with pride. Your head up high. Don't be ashamed.
I be doing shit halfway a lot though, Mom.
Yes, you do. You're very famous for that, yes. And I don't know why.
They call me halfway Freddy around the way.
I've always told you guys not to do that. But listen, I got to give it to these women that are strippers, bottle girls. I have mad respect.
Yeah.
For those women, if you have to put yourself through school, we don't know if these girls have babies at home. We don't know if they got pregnant and they left them and now they got to struggle. Listen, if you're going to do it with pride, do it with your head up high because you're doing it for a reason, a motive. You're doing it for your child.
Yeah. I think even panhandling, like asking for money on the street, I think that's a job too, because you got to be built a certain way to be able to like do that. You know what I'm saying? To like, if someone is doing it as a scam, not, if they're just doing it and nothing's wrong, and they're literally just doing it to make money, I kind of respect it because you got to be built different to have like sin vergüenza. I think that's what it would be. Like you just go and ask for money and you don't. I
just don't agree with you putting your kids out there doing it.
Oh, no. I'm
sorry. I walk away. I can't do that.
You see that a lot?
I cannot do that. Yeah. In New York City, you see that a lot. And I would not put my kids through that. I won't do it. No.
Damn, I hope they're okay. That's crazy. You messaged me the other day about in Philadelphia. So somebody really was watching someone get raped on a train?
Yes.
That's crazy. I heard like people were pulling out phones, but they didn't jump in. Like what? Like,
yep, they did not jump in. The man was harassing this woman for 40 minutes. No one did anything. She was raped. 26 stops later, they caught him. Shit. Yes.
So people were on the train when it was happening?
Yes.
When the rape was happening.
The rape was happening on the train and people were recording this. Look up the article if you want. It was just horrible for me to even understand how you as a person, as a human being, can stand there and record someone being raped. harassed, whatever it was. You cannot tell me that 5 niggas couldn't get together and fucking ambush that man and beat the shit out of him. There's no way. There's just no way.
Yeah, like at the harassment phase, you could be like, bro, you fucking up the vibe right now in the train. I feel like that, you know, but dude, yeah, that's crazy. The weird ones are domestics, because like if you see a couple arguing and then you jump in and then they both try to fight you, like that's a weird one. But
I agree with that 100%, but get a cop. Someone could have called 911.
Yeah.
Someone could have gone to the conductor thing and get someone could have done something, people. Come on. This could have been your daughter, your child. This could have been, you know, this is someone's daughter, maybe someone's mother. You know, it's horrible. Yeah. What people could just tolerate. You know, I would not be able to.
It's crazy. It almost like doesn't even make sense. Like all the parts of the story, like you, yeah, because you would think somebody would do something at some point. Like I feel like there's something missing to this story that we all don't know.
And it has happened. You know, I remember a couple of years ago, I think the young lady was going to Brooklyn, and it was late, and she got raped on the train. And I think it was the cop that came in, and he could tell in her face that something happened to her. Ooh. Like she was just frozen. She couldn't believe what happened to her on the train. Yeah. I haven't taken the train since the pandemic happened. I don't look forward to taking the train either, because I just feel like people have gotten crazier and crazier out here. So I am petrified of that, but I'll be in jail. Y'all niggas will be sending me commissary because I'll be in fucking jail. If I see something like that, I'll be in jail. I'll kick him. I'll throw my bag at him. Well, not my Louis bag, but I'll throw some shit at him. Yeah, you know, like something. Sure. I'll tackle him. Something. I'm going to do something.
I'll be like, yo, this is my chance to be a Marvel superhero right now. This is it right now. That's it. That's that. I'm not even doing it because it's a good thing. I just want more. I just want superhero clout. That's all I want.
Like, God, do something. Let's go.
Let's go.
I'll
do
something.
You try to do some fancy shit and you fall into the tracks.
Yeah, definitely. But no, that was horrible. There's another topic I want to talk about. I've done some stuff. All right. So I believe it was Amanda, that one that asked, who comes first in your life? Your kids or your spouse, something like that.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And she called me and she asked me like, Mom, and I responded. A lot of people didn't believe that she responded the same thing I responded, but I would choose my spouse, my husband. I would definitely choose my husband.
What's the
I love my kids.
To say that's a very broad thing. I know what you mean though. You put like
I'm gonna get to it if you let me finish what I'm gonna.
Oh my bad. I'm sorry.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. I am always on time. So what I'm saying is, you love your kids, you raise your kids, you're there for your kids 100%, 1,000%. But at the end of the day, your kids are gonna leave you. I know a lot of people take motherhood to a whole different level. Listen, kudos to you. But there is a time where you have to, you are a wife. Remember this, a wife or a partner, whatever it is, before you even become a mother. So you have to learn how to divide that. You cannot be a mother 1,000%. You can't do that. Your kids are going to leave you. In case you don't know that.
Is this in reference to people that get lost in their kids and then they forget their significant other?
I think this generation.
Yeah.
This generation thinks that motherhood is like, oh my God, let me forget about everything else. And I have to be here. I can't go out for a drink because I got to take care of my baby. And then, no, people, life doesn't stop.
Yeah, they're having kids for the Instagram likes.
That what?
They're having kids for the Instagram likes today.
That's not right. That's not right. Sometimes I say to myself, like, I know my kids don't want kids right now. And listen, after visiting you, I figured that out. I said, you know what? They'll have it when they're ready. You have a busy life.
Damn. I didn't know you felt like that. I didn't know you had that realization.
Have you ever asked me?
No, I
So shut the
guess.
fuck up. Exactly.
Wait, what
exactly.
question am I? Wait, well, hold on. What question am I supposed to ask? What's
Mom, how do you feel about not having grandchildren right now?
Oh, I'm sorry. All right, well, I'll ask you right now.
Okay.
Well, Mom.
Okay.
Mom Rose Mercado. How do you feel about not having grandchildren right now?
Listen, whenever you guys are ready, you have them. You know why you not having kids right now? Because no niggas, I don't live around the corner to help you. Because I'm not gonna be that grandparent.
That is a factor.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Amanda told me, she goes, if you move to Idaho and I'll have a kid in a minute. I was like, that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. You guys need to know. You guys have to go through the struggles. You guys have to know what it is to pay for babysitting. You guys have to learn all of that. You cannot depend on me at all. No, we're not doing that. So whenever you're ready, it's because you already have that plan. You know your game plan. You know what you're gonna do, how you're gonna do it, and that's it. I told you all. I give you 2 weeks of the year. Go on your vacation, do what you want to do, and I'll stay with my grandchildren.
Oh, Mom, that's very thoughtful of you. I appreciate you having patience.
I have patience, nigga, but I'm not moving anywhere. I'm staying right here. All right, let's talk about Mistress.
Mistress?
Remember? We spoke about this.
What?
It takes skills. Like, I can never be a mistress. I'll be involving feelings and shit. And no, we can't do that.
That's right.
That's another type of person I respect too. People that just know how to disconnect. Like, I can't do that.
So you respect the mistress to have that.
I do.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. That takes skills. You got to take care of somebody else's nigga. When he comes over, you got to be totally somebody else. You have to learn to be that other person. I gotta tell you, I'm gonna break it down for you. You got to do things that the wife don't do. So that's a fucking task in itself, right?
Because you almost got to get to know the wife too to see what she.
You got to know. Well, the niggas always tell you. They're always gonna tell you.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
My wife don't do that, and that's why them bitches use it against ya niggas.
Yeah.
Hello.
Wow.
Okay. So you have to go into this role. That's a lot of work.
Yeah, that is. That's a different type of work too.
That's a lot of work. So you got to have skills for that. I don't got those skills. I'd be like, babe, boo, I love you. Where you going? I got to go to my wife. No, stay with me. No.
What do you mean your wife?
When you going to make me your wife? I'm not that important for you? Like, yeah. No, I can't do that. I can't do that. And then these girls want to come up praying a year later. Did you forget your place? You were the mistress, people. You're not going to be the maid. You're not going to be that person. You're going to lose him the way you got him. Remember that.
That is a paradox with that whole thing. It's like you if you take someone's girl from them or whatever, then you should you know what I'm saying? The door opens both ways for that one. I feel like
watch your back.
Yeah.
Watch your back.
It's crazy.
Watch your back. And I see that a lot. And it's like, no. It's the same thing with I know people, that have cheated or have been cheated on. And one thing I don't agree with is if you've been cheated on, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you've been cheated on and you decide to forgive, and because we never forget, but you decide to forgive and that's it. I feel that you have to be fully healed from that so that you don't keep bringing it up every single time, every time you have an argument. Well, you cheated on me, nigga.
Oh, yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Because that's exhausting. That's the first thing. The second thing is therapy. Why is it that when people cheat, they want to go to therapy? Why?
That's one, or they'll say, a lot of them say they'll go to therapy and they end up not following through. Another one is they'll propose. Like if they've been dating for like 6 years and they fucked up real bad, they'll all of a sudden that engagement's coming around the corner. That ring just makes it, just wipes the slate clean. Like
yes. Oh, they get pregnant.
Oh man, that's a tough one. Yeah.
This was the makeup sex right here. Like, no.
Oh my
guys,
gosh.
no. That's hard. Or one goes to therapy, but the other one doesn't.
Yeah.
And it's always the one that does not, the one that wasn't cheating was the one that ends up in therapy. But the one that cheated doesn't go to therapy.
there's people that are like against therapy. They're like, it's bullshit. Like even today.
Yes, I met someone that told me many years ago that, and it was a wife, and she told me that she's going to therapy, but he doesn't believe in therapy. He's told her that therapy is for weak people. That's not true. Yeah, that's not true.
No. Therapy. Yeah, that's the guy. He's old school.
Exactly. That's not true. I think therapy is something that, if you're going to go to therapy, remember that a lot more is going to come out. You go in for one thing, but you're going to discover so much more about yourself.
Yeah.
And never, if you're going to therapy for something drastically in your life, whether it was abuse or infidelity, whatever it was, don't go in as the victim. Mm-hmm. You weren't the problem. Oh,
okay. Yeah.
Because when people cheat, they have this tendency of saying, but you didn't do this, but you didn't do that, but you did. Nigga, then you're the one with the fucking problem. You're the problem, not me.
Yeah, cheating is an internal thing. That's like
it comes a lot from insecurity. I believe me, it has a lot to do with insecurity.
Yeah.
I've been there. I can tell you it comes from insecurity. It comes from insecurity from yourself, whether it was ingrained in your brain that you were in a certain type of way or whatever. Now you want to go out and see. It comes from insecurity. It 100%.
The therapy thing, I think some people can get into a weird trap. It's easy. It can be easy to get into a trap where you're not really working on anything, but you're going to therapy and you're kind of like using therapy to sulk in your shit.
Yes.
Which I guess is better than nothing, but yeah.
I just think that as a couple, everyone needs to talk. You need to talk. You need to communicate. You need to, if you have to talk about it 50 times a day because you need to get it out in the open, then talk. I really don't believe in, and something else is if someone asks you a question, if this person is remembering something, and this happened to me about a week ago, where my father said something and it hurt me because his side of the story was very different than what really happened.
Yeah.
And he said it so confident,
Yeah.
No, because da. And I looked at him, I was like, what? It happened to me. Like, how are you going to tell me how it happened? I lived it. I know what happened. So I had to set the record straight with my dad, and it hurt me.
Yeah.
It hurt me because then he's left in shock. But we as parents, we have this amnesia. Everyone has amnesia at a certain point in their life where they don't want to remember or they don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
They don't want to discuss it. Or they look around, who's around them at the moment. Should I discuss it? And then they block it. No. And I felt bad. I feel really hurt. But I needed to address it with my dad because it didn't go that way, papi. You thought in your brain it did, but it didn't.
Yeah. And you say abuelo's a sweep it under the rug type. So it's like, yeah, it's easy. Exactly. It's easy to forget when you just.
Exactly. And my mother, my mother's the same way too. I got into an argument with her too, because, she wants to say certain things that, like, really? Are you saying this now? Like, let me give you a little reminder. Hello.
Yeah.
You're not one to talk. You didn't even finish raising your kids. You bounced. You justify what you did. To make yourself feel better.
I think when people like that reference the non-reality, like they're clearly like whatever, when they reference the non-reality around you and you don't say anything, they drag you a little bit closer into their fantasy world. Yes. So that's why I like doing the hard no. That's not
exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. I'd be like, oh no. Wait a minute. What? Yeah. What did you just say? Like, do you not remember? And I'll break it down. And then she shuts down. And I don't want to talk about it. So, no, we need to.
One of these girls I dated was like, I don't understand why this friend doesn't like me. And I was like, this is when I was in that toxic relationship. I was like, because you treat me like shit and you make me like the opposite of what I am. Like, Like even in that moment where I still stayed in the relationship after that. I was fucking oof.
I don't know who that was, but I'm pretty sure I have.
I stayed in, whatever. But even then, I was like, I had still had at least had that where with that little glimmering hope in that moment. I try to get men to go to therapy. If you're above 30, go to therapy because it will get you more pussy. If you tell a girl that you're in therapy, you're healing, that's like really hot to women right now. To the point where I had to tell my girlfriends that if a guy tells you he goes to therapy, ask more questions.
This nigga just said that didn't work for him. You want to get punched in the face right now?
What do you mean?
Joey goes, that didn't work for him.
What did it? Because
he went to therapy. He said he didn't get more pussy because of
that.
Okay.
My bad. I was lost in what I was saying.
Go ahead, my son. Go ahead.
No, but I think if a guy tells a girl that, just ask questions. Like, when was the last time you went? Like, let me see fucking, because especially with like the self-healing movement, it's like, I don't know, all movements get hijacked, and there's always like a large portion of dudes that are just trying to get laid.
And I gotta tell you something. I am a true believer of this because I see it. It's been done to me. I was younger, but if someone does something to you, right? And they say, I'm sorry, I've never done that before. That's bullshit. They show you their true colors. We just don't pick up on it.
Yeah.
Listen to what I am saying.
Blind
if you're in a relationship or you were in a toxic relationship, go back to your brain and think, when was the first time that person acted a certain type of way and then apologized, but then got worse and worse and worse? They show you their true colors. We just don't pick up on it because we're in love. Oh my God, we're in love. Yeah, that doesn't happen. That is their true colors. We just don't pick up. So pay attention. Pay attention, guys. It's the same thing if a man hits you the first time. If you allow it, I'm going to tell you right now, a smack, pulling your hair, pushing, because those are the first signs. It's going to eventually go into beating your ass, abusing you, degrading you, everything.
It probably starts before the beating, right? Like,
yes.
They talk to you. That's a tough one. A
controlling person is only a matter of time before they snap. When a person tells you, I don't want you to wear that. I want you to be home at this time. It's just a matter of time before they come at you. I'm telling you, you're already letting them get comfortable treating you like shit. People do to you what you allow them. Yeah. It doesn't matter if you have kids. It doesn't matter. Guys, no, it doesn't matter. Get away from that shit. You don't need it. I remember the first time for me. I should have gotten it, but I was so young. I remember your dad walking in and I had just smoked a cigarette. I was out the window smoking a cigarette in my brother's house. And he came and he could smell the cigarette. And I just remember that first smack. I remember it.
Oh, shit. That was the first time?
I remember that. I wasn't even living with him. I tell you, I kid you, I couldn't even, I don't think I got the words out when he was already on top of me. That should have been my clue to be like, I gotta go.
Do you remember
I can't do this.
Do you remember what you were thinking like at the time or like?
I was thinking like, what just happened to me? Like, why would he do this to me? Because then he kept going with, being verbally abusive in that moment.
Yeah.
This, and reprimanding me like he's my father. I was like, oh my God. But I stayed. I was young, 100% young. You think, again, oh, that just happened one time. Oh, it doesn't only happen one time. It kept going from there, but you find yourself in situations where, sometimes you might think there is no way out. There's always a way out, especially in this time and age. You have support everywhere. I felt stuck because I didn't have my father. I didn't have my mother. I didn't have anyone around me to help me. I just didn't have anyone to help me at that moment.
Yeah.
I was 16 years old.
Yeah.
I was 16 years old. I didn't know what the hell to do. I didn't know what was happening to me. I remember when it kept going, I kept thinking, I never saw my father hit my mother. I never, ever saw my father raise a hand.
Damn.
Never. So that to me was like, oh my God, this is not what this is about. This is not what I want. This is not, you know. Then I come out pregnant and this mofo tells me that, okay, who's the father? Because I can't get you pregnant. I can't have kids.
He just lied. He just lied and believed his lies.
He lied. And then he told me, because then he was waiting for me to say, well, then I'm going to go get an abortion. Because then he would have said I was cheating. You understand what I'm saying? That was the game he used to play with all the other girls. And he told me.
What's the game? What was the game?
The game was, if I would have said to him, well, then I'm not going to have this kid, then that means that I was cheating on him and I got pregnant from somebody else because he just told me he can't have kids.
Oh, he would try to trap you.
Exactly. But I said, well, I'm going to keep my baby. I'm going to go back to my dad. I'm going to tell him to take me back because I'm going to raise my kid by myself. And he just like, he was like Jekyll and Hyde. Like he just turned like, and he hugged me and he was like, thank you so much. This is going to be my first child. Like, he was just a totally different person. And I looked at it like, I didn't understand what the fuck was going on. And that was validation to him that I was the one, because I wasn't out there whoring around like all the other girls he had or whatever it was. You understand?
Yeah. That's interesting.
So that was a mind game that he used to play with these women. Because to my surprise, you were the firstborn. Bitches, all y'all bitches out there. You were the first one. And I thought he had, you know, many kids out there, but no, you were the first one. Yeah,
there was definitely a point in time where I was like, all right, I'm probably not the first. I was already I was like grieving with that. Because, you know, there's that weird, like, you know, when you're the oldest, that you get that firstborn clout. But I was like, I'm probably not the oldest, and that's okay. It's, you know,
no, you and Amanda were his first kids, you know. You know, it is what it is. But yeah, you were his first. You definitely were his first. So that's that.
Nice. Did you see the Dave Chappelle stand-up?
No, I didn't, but I was listening to the what happened, something about a comment or something that he made. No.
Yeah, he had a bit on trans people.
Okay.
But he joked about everybody on there. He had jokes about Jews, the Chinese, everybody.
But somehow we focus on the transgender, on the trans.
Okay. Yeah. So they there was like a walkout, but the CEO of Netflix said that he's not going to take the special down, which is actually kind of cool, because most companies would probably be like, okay, we'll take it down because the publicity might look bad or whatever. It was just interesting with everything going on, the things that were. So
they did you saw the special?
Yeah, I did. It's good.
Oh, I'm gonna see it. Yeah, and I really like him. I like him.
Yeah.
I really like Dave Chappelle. Your uncle loves him. Your uncle, oh my God, I used to love him so much growing up, watching him.
Yeah. That was like one of the first comedy specials I saw, Killing Them Softly. I would say Chris Rock. It was the first one that I saw on my own where I was like, oh, this is comedy. And I was like, oh my God, this is like, it was Chris Rock. That was my first. Then Dave Chappelle.
I'm not a Chris Rock fan. I don't know why, but he was just never. I was just not a Chris. No. I wasn't a fan of. No.
Did you like Eddie Murphy?
Love Eddie Murphy.
Okay, all right.
Love Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy. Love Kevin Hart. Like, I think Kevin Hart is like an amazing comedian. Love him.
He's hilarious. Right now, it's cool to shit on him because he's not like, his stand-up might not be as strong as it used to be because he's bigger or whatever, but he's super funny.
You don't give a fuck. He's making more money than anybody in this. He's making so much money.
Yeah, you think you give a fuck what your broke ass thinks? Like,
you know, you have all these comedians. I mean, listen, comedy is comedy. You know, comedy is comedy.
Comedy is comedy. We gotta put that on a t-shirt, Mom.
Yeah, comedy is comedy. Like, it's to make people laugh. It's to make jokes. So why is it that no one is criticizing when they make jokes about their experiences, their lives?
Yeah.
That you had Richard Pryor make, jokes about his life. You had Eddie Murphy make
Yeah.
jokes about his life. Kevin Hart talks about his father all the time.
Yeah.
You know, his father being a drug addict or whatever. You have so many people that have their stories out there that they use it as a joke. But when we point out to other things right away, we want to be like, oh, we're not going to watch it. We're not this. People get on fucking life.
Yeah, yeah.
But it was okay to listen to the president back then talk shit and be a racist in the open. It was okay to do that.
He wasn't racist in the open. He was racist on the low.
That wasn't comedy.
What?
What he say?
That wasn't comedy. You can't talk about him because, you know,
he just put the red hat on.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm a patriot.
That's another thing. I meet couples and they start off Democrats and Republicans. And by the end of the relationship, in the middle of the relationship, the wife goes, she's already a Republican like the husband. Hell no. No, I don't care. I'm going to be who I am. I don't care. I'm going to be who I am. I'm not changing my mind. Remember Super Bowl? Remember when we used to have Super Bowl? I used to always go for the team that was
the opposite team, just to you would buy a jersey for that.
I used to take it extra. I used to go extra on it. Because
I noticed that women tend to they're more likely to change their political leaning, which I actually think from an evolution standpoint, that's good because that shit really doesn't matter. And you know, if you found someone you love, you shouldn't let politics get in the way. I think. I think if you let that get in the way, you're
so why change? Why change? If you're a Democrat and he's a Republican, then why change it to a Republican? Because he's a Republican? Why?
No. I'm just saying I've observed that happens.
Oh, yeah. I have too. I have too. Oh, my favorite color is blue. My boo likes blue. No. I think people lose, and I used to tell this to you guys, when you're in a relationship and you lose your identity.
Oh man, that's so relatable. I feel like we've all been there before. Like you're
done.
No, you're not done, Ma. It's just a low period.
You're done.
Bounce back.
If you don't leave that relationship, you're done. Because you still know people that have been married for 50 years where the wife still sees through the eyes of her husband. Being abused, not abused, whatever it is, they still, like, no. You have to have your own identity. You cannot, I used to be that person. If your father said the sky was red, I used to be like, oh, yeah, it's red. But I know the fucking sky looks blue to me. But because he said it was red, it was red. No.
Yeah,
don't lose yourself, guys. Don't do it. Remember why they fell in love with you. Remember, supposedly, why they fell in love with you. Because of the way that you are.
If the reason they fall in love with you is the reason they're going to break up with you.
And they'll throw that shit in your face.
Yeah.
Like when they're being abusive, because I don't like you laughing with different people, because I don't. But nigga, how you met me in the fucking comedy club?
You met me.
I was a comedian, motherfucker.
Yeah. Oh shit. Do you have any more topics, Mom?
Drive-through.
When
I'm on the phone with your sister and she's going through the drive-through, I love it. She has me on speaker. Why is it that people in the South, they're always like, maybe it's just that we're rude. New Yorkers are just rude. They're like, good afternoon. How can I help you? And I'm like, wow.
Oh, was she at Chick-fil-A?
She was, I don't know where she goes get coffee, whatever it is. What would you like with that? Do you want white bread, brown bread, brother? Like they give you all that. I'm like, Lord, help her. Why is she so like? And Amanda's like, I'm gonna mute. I'm just gonna lower the thing. I can't, Mom. I can't with you no more.
Oh, do you speak out loud?
Or if they mess up her order, what would you like with that? She'll say like extra ketchup, extra sauce, and then they give them one. I'm sorry. And then she's so much, like she's so proper. She's like, I'm sorry. You didn't give me whatever sauce you order. And I'll be on the speaker. Yeah, she only said it like 4 fucking times to give her the goddamn. She's
Ma,
like,
you was being a Karen through the phone. Yeah. I love how tickled you are at that. Like that you.
I love it.
Yeah, that's great.
Because you throw them off guard. You do it. They hear me. And you throw them off guard. They still try to be proper. Okay, have yourself a wonderful day. I know the minute she drives up, they'll be that fucking bitch on that phone. Like, really? I love it. I love it.
I like that. It's called having a zest for life, Mom. That's.
Remember when we went through the drive-through when I went to see you? Was it Bojangles? It was
Bojangles. Yeah. Yeah, I tried to throw a joke out. He was not having it. He was not having a good day. He was like,
and then I get pissed. Like, I didn't tell you to work there. Did I?
No, Ma. He can have some people can have a bad day. He was
miserable. Then you shouldn't be answering.
He probably just had a bad day.
Then you know what? Tell your boss I don't need to be talking to anyone face to face. I'll answer the phones, do some shit. I'll go.
Ma, those companies don't run like that. They have a place they put you. It's it's not. I have empathy for people working fast food.
They don't have to be rude either.
That's true.
That's like somebody, you ask them, oh, I'm sorry, you forgot your ketchup. Okay. Really?
Servers
no. Yes. New Yorkers, here we go again. Yes. They do. They do with attitude. Like, okay.
Yeah. I just always assume he's probably having a bad day. And it relieves me of any kind of annoyance. It was the key. I'm telling you. Because I've been a server and I've had a bad day, and I felt that I was doing that, and I couldn't, like, it was just, you get broken up with right before your shift starts. Shit changes your. Yeah, you get your girl's like, I'm fucking going to Miami, and you're going into work like, what? I didn't.
Or they come in a convertible. They're all going on a cruise or something. Hey,
yeah.
You just look at them, these fucking bitches. I'm over here working for $10 an hour.
Yeah,
and these bitches are going on a cruise right now.
Yeah, I get really good service at Wendy's. Whenever I go there, I get like a warm feeling because they're usually super polite. Chick-fil-A is always like that. Usually the other ones you don't really get that, but Wendy's usually has good. They're doing something different than McDonald's in that capacity. I had Wendy's
34 years ago.
The what?
I had Wendy's 34 years ago. I was pregnant with you on 168th and Broadway. I'm giving them a bad review right now. And it's still there. And I was pregnant, came out the hospital from a checkup, and I went and I was craving a baked potato. And when I was going to eat the baked potato, there was a goddamn baked roach in it. Okay?
Oh my God.
Never again. I never ate Wendy's again.
Wendy's had one chance with you, and that's it.
That's it. Yeah. Fuck that shit. When you fuck up my food, I'm done.
Yeah, baked roach, that's a different level too. That's like that shit will change your week because now you were checking all your food now to make sure there's not a roach in it. Like
I was emotional. Like I was like never. I just get flashbacks all the time. I cannot deal with one.
Oh my God. When I went out with you and they put bananas on your pancakes and you didn't want bananas and you said it threw your whole day off, I was like, Mom, so dramatic. You're like, it threw my whole day off.
I think you guys dread when I ask for something and it's not given to me the way I order it. Jalen goes through it with me. Amanda's always on top of me with that. Mom, you don't have to be rude. And I'm like, it's just one thing I asked for. Just one thing.
You're even not Joey, rude when you go out with me.
Joey all the time. Like we go to this diner. If I look at the utensils, if they're dirty, and then you wonder why I like to travel with my own shit. Like, excuse me, this is dirty, but I have an attitude because you should have checked the shit before you even served it. You should have checked it. Christ. I get upset. I get really upset. I'm thrown off. I'm done. I'm thrown off. It's true. I'm thrown off. I'm very picky. People in my job can tell you I don't eat food from anyone. I don't like it. I don't know how you cook. I don't know if you're cooking with 50 dogs in your kitchen. I don't want your food. I don't want it.
Yeah.
So if I go to this diner every Sunday with Joey and we eat, I trust the food. I like the food. But if I see a spot or something on my utensil, I'm done.
You should just travel with like your own like plasticware.
I have them in my office. I do. I order them on Amazon. Okay. I got the fork, the spoon, and the knife.
I be eating anything. I'll eat. I love things where everybody like a potluck. Oh my God. I get to have a whole bunch of different flavors.
We used to have that in my office and I used to eat what I used to take. Did not eat from anyone.
There's a lot of people that feel the same way you do though.
Huh?
There's a lot of people that feel the way you do about like
of course
that very reason that like, I don't know what kind of, I don't know if you had your sanitary habits you know, I don't know if that's on par or whatever. So, but the way I look at it is like, I don't know, the heat kills things. I don't know. I guess like potato salads and shit could be fucked up though. That's true. I don't know.
No, I can't. I ate from one guy in my job. He made pasta. And I remember I FaceTime him. I don't know where. I know he was making pasta. I wanted to check his surroundings, the kitchen, everything. I never forget it. It was the only way I allowed him to bring me pasta. It was a pasta salad. It was so good. Like he just went through everything. Like, oh man, I loved him. And everybody was asking, like, she's eating her food. She was like, yeah, but it was like a whole thing. She had to go through this whole motion.
Hey, I mean, at that point, you're protecting your life. So I'm with it. You know, if you gotta check somebody's surroundings.
Yes, you do. You do. I've seen shit.
Yeah, New York. I saw a video. Like, you know how they leave the pizzas sometimes like out? I saw one where like there was a rat walking on top of it. I was like, damn. I was like, I've definitely eaten pizza that a rat has stepped on.
Yes.
And but that's what makes us stronger.
No. And just not to know that people they don't wash their hands when they go to the bathroom, but they're gonna go and serve you.
Yeah.
That gets in my head sometimes. It really does get in my head, and I can't.
Oof.
I got to go unexpectedly. I can't get in my brain like that. I like to cook. This is why I like to cook. I like to make sure that Joey, takes his lunch to work, and Joey eats anything too. Like I just look at him. How this nigga just came home with Ecuadorian food? Really? You're lucky I didn't tell you who the hell you met Ecuadorian that you want to eat now Ecuadorian food.
He's trying to learn the ways of the people.
No, you gotta say, he's like, oh, I got a soup from Ecuadorian restaurant. I'm like, what? I'm not eating that shit. I'm not touching it. I'm not eating it.
Ma, how the hell you're like so open-minded and then closed-minded on the weirdest things. Like it's Ecuador, Ma. They're like, it's not even like it's like that weird of a country.
It's not the country. I know a lot of Ecuadorian people. It's not the country. It's just the minute they give you a soup and you see that yellow, all that yellow around it, that's the grease, people. That's the grease. Yeah, really?
I do the Vietnamese soups. Those don't have any grease. That's like
no, that has nothing.
All right. Yeah,
that has nothing, but I'm really picky about certain things like mondongo. Try. You can't eat mondongo just from any place or anyone. Not a lot of people know how to make mondongo.
No.
Oxtail. Not a lot of people know how to make oxtail. I won't go to a restaurant and have oxtail, dirty my hands in a restaurant eating oxtail, because you got to eat oxtail. I see people that get with a fork. No, you got to suck on that bone. I'm not going to suck a bone in the restaurant.
I eat too much chicken off my chicken wings. And I could tell sometimes people are like, oh, damn. Like I like bite into the cartilage on the.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. But you see, you and Freddie, you and Jalen, does Amanda do this? Yeah, eat like you never eaten before. Yeah, forget about your surroundings.
We just eat fast.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a problem.
Like your niggas are ready to run.
Yeah, it's not a problem. It's just something that I know that I do because people comment on it. I'm like, and I just say I eat like an immigrant. I feel like that's a good answer. Because I'm not going to change the way I eat. I have too much fun eating.
No, you shouldn't.
Yeah,
you shouldn't. But I've noticed that from you three. Joey just said that you get it from your mother. I just eat fast because I'm always on the run. That's something that stuck with me through the years.
Yeah.
I had to eat fast because I had to take care of everything else. So I had to eat fast.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
No, I like enjoying my food.
I want to ask you a question.
Yeah.
Are you going through a phase in your life where you unbutton your shirt all the way?
Oh, it just feels right. Because when I do this,
oh my God,
this is, it just feels right. I'm just going with what makes me feel powerful. That's it.
Okay. Okay.
I feel like this is a shirt. Like, I feel like I work at a pizzeria, right? They got those like, it's more like apron, like the thing they have, but this looks kind of like that. I get that vibe, which I like. I want to be.
No, I look at you. It feels like you're gonna come out with the guida.
I'm gonna get one of those shirts, the Guayabera shirts. I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
Mexican wedding shirt is also what it's called.
A Mexican. Oh, okay.
Mexican wedding shirt. Yeah.
Got it.
Good episode, Mom.
Yes. Let me know when you're going to put the other one up.
Yeah. I'm launching the Patreon next week. So this one will be up there along with the other one we did. Follow FredTalk, fucking subscribe, rate, and review, share the stuff. Ask me any questions that you want. If you need fucking a parent or whatever, a caring person's ears, and you want to ask my mother some questions for advice, hit me up on my Instagram, and I want to bring it onto the show because I think it'll be cool to answer some advice stuff on the show.
Definitely.
Cool. Mom, I love you.
I love you more, my son.
All right, so Mom, bye.
Bendiga.